So everybody wants to know what the magic trick is going to be successful in any class, and in particular an online class. So in order to be successful in my class, this is what I would expect you to do. To begin with, I would expect you to watch the videos and take notes over the lectures that I have. Now to do that, we're going to go to Class Notes and Videos. I happen to click on Chapter 1 Functions, and I'm just going to randomly pick a video here for it to open up so that you can see. Now, when I click play,
All right, the last thing we're going to look at in this particular
you can hear me start talking, and those videos are meant to substitute for my lectures. Now, along with watching the videos, I would expect that you would come to class and you would take notes. Now, as I've explained before, the class notes, blank class notes, are all available for you to print. You can print them out before watching the video and fill them in as you move along. Additionally, once the uh, blank notes were posted, once I lectured, I went and posted the completed lecture notes. So if you miss something, if you're not that great at taking notes, whatever, you have some way of going back and referencing the material. Now, one of the advantages actually to watching a video online is that when you're watching that video, you can pause the video, you can rewind the video, you can challenge yourself if you think you know how to work an example by pausing it, work the example, and then see if we do the same thing. So as far as getting the information and learning the information, you need to be watching the lecture videos and taking sufficient notes. Past that, now we move into your online assignments. Again, the online assignments are found here. You will have homework, quizzes, and tests that you are going to be required to complete. So let's look at an assignment, a homework assignment for section, let's say 1.3. If you're familiar with MyMathLab, then you already know how this works, but I'm going to pull this window up for you anyway. Now, some things I would like to point out to you on this window. This particular homework section is only 8 questions long. You can see those toggles up here, and that's how you would move back and forth between the different homework assignments or questions, or you can just hit the arrow button. Now remember, I told you that your homework assignments have an unlimited number of attempts to get the question right. So let's just say that I choose an answer here, and I got to move my window up so you can see it, and I would check my answer. You can see that it says, nope, that's not correct. And so on this particular one, it counted it wrong immediately. But what if I want to try again? So I come down here, I click similar exercise, and notice, you may not, but I'm hoping you will, they changed the problem up just a little bit. So I'm going to pick neither this time. Didn't get it right that time either. And I can come down here and I can do this all day long until I get the question right. So I'm going to choose even, final check, nope, that one's not right either, and that was the actual answer is given here. Now, when I do a similar exercise, and if I get it right in any of those attempts, it will give me credit for it up here. So that's one way for you to keep attempting the problems and trying to learn from your mistakes. If you are unsure and you're getting into it, you've already gone back and you've looked at your notes, you've already gone back and you've looked at the video again, and you're still not quite sure how to do this particular problem, you can always do view an example. Now when you do view an example, it's going to walk you through a problem that's similar to the exercise that you were working on, and you'll go through it and it'll explain to you what to do. And once you do that, it should allow you to rework the problem that you have here. So that's one of your aids. Another aid is to click on the textbook link. This will take you to the direct section and example that this particular topic is covered in the ebook. So it'll take you right there. Another option that you have is this Ask My Instructor button. When you click that link, it sends an email directly to me, and it tells me what question you're on, what if you have an answer, it'll tell me what you marked for an answer and so forth, and then it has an area down here for you to enter a question or a comment. My request of you is when you ask me a question, and I enjoy answering any of these, but tell me what you've tried. Tell me what you think you did wrong. Tell me that you don't even know how to approach this, but you have a feeling you're supposed to do this. Something to get me started so that I can best answer your question and not answer something that you weren't really asking. So sending me that Ask My Instructor button is very valuable. Make sure that you're using an email address when you set up your MyMathLab account, because using an email address that you're going to check, because when I respond to this question, it goes to whatever email it was that you set it up. So that's how you're going to be successful in the class. You're going to watch the lecture videos, because that's the same as coming to class and taking notes. Then you're going to go through and you're going to work the assignments, and you're going to do your best to make hundreds on the assignments. And then you're going to go in and you're going to attempt the quizzes. And when you get problems wrong, let's say in the quiz, because remember you get 3 attempts at the quiz, you're not just going to see that you've got the question wrong and immediately make your second attempt. You need to go back and figure out, what did you do wrong on those questions? Why did you get those particular questions wrong? And probably go back to your homework section that pertain to that topic and see, how did I answer it in the homework? When I'm in the homework, and I'm going to click this up again, and I had to use the Show Me an Example button, View an Example, are you using that button so often that you're only mimicking how to answer the question and not truly understanding it? Those are some questions you want to ask yourself if you find that you're making hundreds on the homework but 40s and 50s on the quizzes and tests. So that's how I would suggest you utilize the course, using the videos, the assignments, and the lecture notes to be successful in this online class.